Hey, hope y'all had an amazing holiday weekend. We are going to get our coaching tip for today. It is Monday, and we have To the Sea, card number 7. And today I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle because a lot of times you can get some really good coaching topics out of these. To the Sea, being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. And honestly, when you get in that flow moment, there's just no better feeling. And a big part of being in the flow of life is just being present. Because, and to elaborate on that, when we talk about being present, a lot of times it's a term that gets thrown around that's not really well understood. When we talk about being present, our minds, our brain generally wants to be in the future or in the past. And the bad part about that is that the present moment is the only moment we have available to make change. So when we talk about being present, some of the ways to do that is to be in your body. Use your body to stay grounded in the present moment. And one of the ways you can do that is to just concentrate on what your five senses are taking in. And that causes you to stay in that present moment mentally so that you're taking in the full experience of that present moment. So one thing that you can do is focus on the feeling of your feet on the floor. And just feeling your feet on the floor brings you back into your body. Because what happens a lot of times, we get all of our energy gets up in our head and we're not really aware of our surroundings. If you think about like driving home from work, you drive that way all the time. And if you ever had one of those moments where you pull up in your driveway and you're like, how did I get here? Like you don't remember the last like 20 minutes because you were up in your head instead of being present and taking in what was around you. And the reason that being present is such a thing is because the present moment is the only moment that we have available to make any change in what we'll be living in the future. So it's very important to stay present because that's where opportunity is. That's where change occurs. That's where the most important, impactful decisions are made. And so much of the time, we're not fully present, even in conversations. You may miss the opportunity of a lifetime just because you were half listening to a conversation and something that you've been thinking about, wondering, needed an answer to, the other person has given you, but you didn't hear it because you were home washing dishes in your head thinking about what you had to do later. And one of the things that, like when it comes to manifestation, the present moment is where you manifest your future. So it's a good idea to be there and be paying attention to what's happening in the present moment. Another way to get yourself present is to really look around you and observe the colors, the shapes, and the sounds. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? Feel the wind on your face. Is it warm? Is it cold? Pay attention to what your body is feeling because the nice thing about being a body, mind, spirit being is that when we learn how to work these things together to our advantage, it's great. But if we have too much in the mind, then we're not fully present in the moment. And one of the things, I have my little sticky here, because when it comes to manifestation, when we work with our brain and with our thoughts, and again, it goes back into healing old wounding, getting to the core of our behavioral patterns, our belief systems, healing the things like that that would cause us to be blocked. The next step is reprogramming, redirecting our thoughts, reprogramming our subconscious mind because we can train our brain to see opportunities. When we do that, then a lot of that is done through visualization. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that word. Our subconscious mind works in images. And so when we visualize, and that's a big part of manifestation, when we visualize what we want and we feel the emotion that goes with it, our brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not real, which is why you get like the PTSD and the things like that that affect your body, because the brain will experience an old situation and respond in the same way as if you were present in that moment at this time, which is why that prolonged stress is so damaging for your body. So if you visualize the life that you want to have and feel the emotion that you would feel in that moment, your brain experiences that as if that's present. And what it does is it creates a normalcy, like that is a normal thing for you. So once you have that in your subconscious mind as what is normal for you, your brain is automatically looking for the ways to make that happen because that's normal for you. So in that manifestation process, the key element that they leave out of a lot of manifestation is that your intuition will inspire you to take action. And that inspired action is how you bring that visualization into your reality. Because your brain is looking for opportunities, and when it sees one, it will inspire you to take action. And we have to be in the present moment, tuned into our bodies, tuned into our surroundings, ourself, present in that moment to catch that intuition, to catch that urge to take action. And so often we miss that just because we're not present. So when in talking about going with the flow, it's just flowing through the day in the present moment. Allow yourself to take action when your intuition tells you, like, hey, maybe you should go here. It's probably a good idea because there's something good for you there. So today, it's all about going with the flow, staying in the present moment, because the present moment is where all of your opportunities lie. And we did a little side gig on manifestation. Not bad, right? I hope you all have a fabulous Monday and that all of your dreams come into your reality. I will talk to you soon. Love and light. Hey, would you describe yourself as a people pleaser? Do you have trouble setting boundaries? Do you just feel exhausted from taking care of everything and everyone around you and feel like you always come last? Have you just been kind of going through the day-to-day motions, but you're not really living? There's just no passion, there's no adventure, no fun in your life anymore? Then this is the offer for you. If you'd like to make 2023 the year you become unfuckwithable, and just for fun, I've got the definition here, when you are truly at peace and in touch with yourself and nothing anyone says, does, or thinks can bother you. Meaning that you are so firm in your power and so certain in who you are that no outside influence can deter you from living the life that you truly desire and deserve. And if that sounds like the way you'd like to live, click on the link below to get more information on how you can make 2023 the year you become unfuckwithable and start living the rest of your life as the best of your life.